And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, You shall set up the tabernacle of the tent of the congregation on the first day of the first month. And you shall put the ark of the testimony in it, and you shall cover the ark with the veil. And you shall bring the table in and set in order its arrangement. And you shall bring the lampstand in and light the lamps of it. And you shall set the altar of gold for the incense in front of the ark of the testimony, and put the screen of the door to the tabernacle. And you shall set the altar of the burnt offering in front of the door of the tabernacle of the tent of the congregation. And you shall set the laver between the tent of the congregation and the altar, and shall put water in it. And you shall set up the court all around, and place the screen at the court gate. And you shall take the anointing oil, and anoint the tabernacle, and all that is in it, and shall sanctify it, and all the vessels of it, and it shall be holy. And you shall anoint the altar of the burnt offering, and all its vessels, and sanctify the altar, and it shall be a most holy altar. And you shall anoint the laver and its base, and sanctify it. And you shall bring Aaron and his sons to the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, and wash them with water. And you shall put the holy garments on Aaron, and anoint him, and sanctify him, so that he may minister to me in the priest's office. And you shall bring his sons, and clothe them with tunics. And you shall anoint them, even as you anointed their father, so that they may minister to me in the priest's office. For their anointing shall surely be an everlasting priesthood for their generations. And Moses did so. According to all that the Lord commanded him, so he did. And it came to pass in the first month in the second year, on the first of the month, the tabernacle was set up. And Moses reared up the tabernacle, and fastened its bases, and set up its boards, and put in its bars, and set up its pillars. And he spread the tent over the tabernacle, and put the covering of the tent above upon it, even as the Lord commanded Moses. And he took and placed the testimony into the ark, and set the staves on the ark, and put the mercy seat on top of the ark. And he brought the ark into the tabernacle, and set up the veil of the covering, and covered the ark of the testimony, even as the Lord commanded Moses. And he put the table in the tabernacle of the congregation, on the side of the tabernacle northward, outside the veil. And he set the bread in order upon it before the Lord, even as the Lord had commanded Moses. And he put the lampstand in the tabernacle of the congregation, across from the table, on the side of the tabernacle southward. And he set up the lamps before the Lord, even as the Lord commanded Moses. And he put the golden altar in the tabernacle of the congregation in front of the veil. And he burned sweet incense on it, even as the Lord commanded Moses. And he set up the screen at the door of the tabernacle. And he put the altar of burnt offering by the door of the tabernacle of the tent of the congregation, and offered on it the burnt offering and the grain offering, even as the Lord commanded Moses. And he set the laver between the tent of the congregation and the altar, and put water there for washing. And Moses and Aaron and his sons washed their hands and their feet there. When they went into the tent of the congregation, and when they came near the altar, they washed, even as the Lord commanded Moses. And he set up the court all around the tabernacle and the altar, and set up the screen of the court gate. And Moses finished the work. And the cloud covered the tabernacle of the congregation, and the glory of the Lord filled the tabernacle. And Moses was not able to enter into the tabernacle of the congregation, because the cloud stayed on it, and the glory of the Lord filled the tabernacle. And when the cloud was taken up from over the tabernacle, the children of Israel journeyed on in all their journeys. But if the cloud was not taken up, then they did not journey until the day that it was taken up. For the cloud of the Lord was upon the tabernacle by day, and fire was on it by night, in the sight of all the house of Israel in all their journeys.